as of what was going on? What was that? As of last week, found out we've been getting listened to in Brazil. I actually had a couple people call in, request songs from Brazil, and they've been tapping in and talking to me lately. Like, it's really, really big. I really do appreciate everybody who's been tapping in and showing love and responding back. And Brazil, check this out. If you really want some love from me, send me a ticket when this coronavirus shit is over, because I would love to go to Brazil and act a fool.
You feel me?
So,
Shouts
let's go
out
ahead
to
and get started.
Brazil.
Yeah, shouts out to Brazil. So let's go ahead and start this off the way I do it. What up, bro? It's your man Shadow. We here on the spotlight on hype-radio.com. And tonight I have a real treat for you. I have none other than Sacramento's own Bueno.
Hey.
Now, this dude Bueno is really trying to fill the void in the game by doing it all at one good time, and it seems to be working for you. So, first of all, thank you for finally coming on.
Thank you for having me, my brother.
I've had to chase you down like I'm looking for a child support check, but in the end, it's going to be worth it. I got you here finally. We're going to talk about some things. We're going to talk about the past.
Thank you for having me,
We're
man.
going to talk about the present. We're going to go into the future. And we're really going to let the world get a chance to know who Mr. Bueno is.
Yes,
for
sir.
real, for real. So,
yes, sir. My pleasure.
let's go ahead and get this started. The name Bueno, because see, I know, because I remember sitting at the table at the Jade Dragon, downtown Sacramento,
Right,
over some of the best Chinese food Sacramento's ever seen,
right.
getting invited to join a label by Mr. Bueno, and his manager goes by the cool ass name Cream.
Cream of wheat.
Now,
So my brother. Shouts out to Cream.
I had been doing promotions for AWOL, and at the time we just started doing work for the bomb. So Tosh and I came down and had the meeting with Mr. Bueno,
Yes.
and we had no idea what it was. He said he had some music he wanted to listen to. We didn't even get to hear music, but we got the invite to help out with the label, and then we got the music, because Bueno wasn't finna give up no music if we didn't have no part in it.
You feel me?
So I can't be mad at him. But,
Nah, I appreciate you.
you know, with all that being said, I had to ask, the name Bueno, how'd you get it? Where'd it come from? Can we let the world know that today?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, my pleasure.
Go ahead.
My pleasure. Pleasure to you all. Nah. So now, I said it in a rap, and my U.S. government name is Russell Osborne, and I said Russell Bueno, just playing. So I used to make these small tapes, and we shot out of town, going to college in Los Angeles, and my team, you know, I was on a basketball scholarship, playing with a team and all this, and a bunch of the guys on the team used to want to hear, you know, the tapes. So they listen to the tapes, and they hear the line.
Okay.
I was Bueno, and they like, Bueno, you little black ass nigga, you Bueno.
So the team helped come up with the name.
Man, a bunch of SoCal dudes. And what's crazy about it, I mean, you know, SoCal is big on the Latin culture.
Right.
So that wasn't a word that they wasn't unfamiliar with. They was
Right.
familiar. They was just like, they couldn't believe I said it,
Mhm.
or referred to myself. So they was kind of joking.
Okay.
And then I flipped it, turned it, and, you know.
Kept it and rocked
I
it.
mean, rocked with it. So, you know, cut all that other off of it and kept it Bueno.
Okay. Well, now
Yes,
world,
sir.
you know how the name Bueno came up. Because at first I was like, what's his name?
Right.
This nigga darker as me.
Well, see, the thing is, too.
How we get to be Bueno?
Right.
And we twins
Right.
in the shade. Like,
Right,
what the
you thought I
hell?
was going to be a Mexican or something.
I
I see the
I
whole
sure
point.
did, because you didn't make the phone call. I had to get the phone call from
Green.
From Green.
See, the whole point about it, a lot of people, would, you know, rappers name themselves after guns, after cars, after drugs. You know, a nigga name be cocaine.
See, Bueno
or
got
something.
jokes right now,
No, I'm just being real.
we was just talking about that little ugly ass name, no point in your video ass motherfucking
Man,
artist.
a nigga name be methamphetamine, crank,
Featuring
you know what I mean?
codeine.
Yeah, codeine. Ain't no disrespect to no nigga who got none of these names. I'm just saying, my mama wasn't gonna be happy with that.
Not at all.
So when I said the Bueno, she said, "See, boy, you think you slick? It's good. It mean good."
Right.
She said, all these rap names, I don't want to hear nothing. I ain't give you that name. So at the end of the day, she couldn't say nothing. It was good, man.
Right,
So,
right.
you
Okay.
know.
So now we got the name.
Right,
We already making a little noise down south.
right.
We come home. You come up with a label.
Mm-hmm. It was a little
Noise-
deeper than that, though.
Noise Music Group. Now,
Right.
I know the reason behind that.
Right.
And that's where I'm going. So quit jumping ahead of me. I know. Hey, man,
Let you run your show. I'm sorry.
you hold the leg. Let me go ahead and hit that cat.
I'm sorry.
So this is what we going to do. So we come back home,
Right.
and we got a little buzz. And we say, let's go ahead and start a label.
Right.
Noise Music Group.
Right.
How'd you come up with the name Noise Music Group?
Honestly, man, we was Noise R Us first.
See, I didn't know that.
I know. See? I just had to, you know.
I have
fill
a
you in.
surprise.
We was Noise R Us. And again, we said that in the rap line. And that was actually Goldfinger. Shouts out to Goldfinger.
Shout out to Goldfinger.
You know,
fans.
see, a lot of people don't really know. We started off Goldfingers and Mark Knox. All right, them is my little cousins.
What?
Yeah, of course.
All
I
these
raised
years.
these dudes.
See,
Yeah, yeah.
you actually had secrets.
Nah,
I didn't know that.
No, I mean you shadow. You always in the shadow.
I see.
You
Let
know.
me come out in the light a little bit more.
So basically, Mark Knox and Goldfingers, they're my little cousins.
Okay.
You know, our families is all rough. So they parents who always, and I always did positive stuff for the most part. So they families used to always be like, boy, take care of these little boys. You know, go with him. Long story short, I kind of started to push them as my basketball was ending. I started to push them into the music. Now they was already into the music. Both of them grew up in churches and they play instruments, a bunch of live instruments. Goldfingers play a bunch of live instruments. Mark Knox play a bunch of live instruments. They
Mark
grew up-
is dope though.
Yeah, them is my
Mark's a beast.
amazing.
Shout out to
amazing.
Mark.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Like a lot of people sleep on Goldie because Goldfingers is conservative. He ain't conservative by all means, but by a small means, he chill. He kind of make his music reflect
real
on his
laid back.
personality. Goldie go to work, and he
Yeah.
taught Knox a lot of what he doing because it's just the protocol. Not even on no negative. It was just cousin to cousin to cousin. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, and again, Knox is the youngest. Goldie younger than me. I'm older than him. So, I basically from Goldie had a group of friends. Blow's Art,
Oh,
Blow's sister, and Epic, DJ Epic. So I tell them, bring them over. Now, mind you, I'm Quincy Jones and shit. Cream in the cut, right? And I got an idea. Cream like, boy, I don't even think this gonna work. Tell you the truth. I believe in you and everything, but at first he wasn't even fucking with it. He like, I'm just your nigga, so I'm gonna be around.
Okay.
But I'm not fucking with this. We don't even rap. We don't do music. Like, we don't do it like that, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck you trying to do. So I'm like, go, I got an idea. These two little niggas is amazing with these beats, right? So I used to have y'all have my whole bundle. These niggas, as long as I'm smoking, they playing beats. So I'm like, I done lost $200 today smoking up all my weed that I'm supposed to sell. Because I need these beats. I'm trying to
Right.
cultivate this situation. So he calling over this dude. We call him Warrington. We'll be here all day. So basically start to put together this small group of guys in the hood. I just was like, man, I could do this. They really was young and really talented, but didn't know how to do it. So I was like, let's go get tax ID numbers. Let's go get, business
Let's
license.
get the business done.
Let's do this right. Because I'm the oldest one. I'm coming from college. I got to do something. I got a degree. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make this shit at least make some sense. Like you say, if I'm going to dumb it down, at least make it right.
Right.
So the whole time, Cream, my nigga, he like, bro, I help you with this, help you with that. Going to get all the shit, he be in the passenger seat. He like, I ain't going in, I ain't doing this shit, you doing it. But nigga, that's the building right there. He pointing shit out, telling me, nah, nigga, going that door. You're going in the wrong door. So he helping the whole time just as a partner. Long story short, George Foreman Jr. and Yogi.
Yeah.
Them is close friends of ours. Yogi is starting to build his NBA career. Went to Kennedy. We all grew up. Real close friends. We best men in his wedding. I'm like, yo, I need a favor. He come over actually one time, and we doing our thing in the living room, right?
Okay.
I got all these niggas up in here set up. Like,
You looking real legit.
we looking real illegitimate, to tell you the truth. but at the same time, you know, you can feel it, right?
Right.
So he come in, he like, oh man, that shit ain't bad. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm telling you, nigga, we gonna be the niggas. We gonna be the new Cool G rapping them. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Go back in your
Big
history.
Daddy Kane.
Go back
We the
in your
new
history.
NWA. Long story short, he like, yeah, all right, nigga. So I'm like, I'm gonna need a couple dollars though, like the movie go, like the story go. He like, man,
Let me hold a little something.
Yeah, let me hold a little something. He like, I can help. So he ended up helping
Okay.
a little bit, just a little seasoning. He like, I don't know about this though, too, real fast, right? George come in, man, what Yogi done did? Yogi ain't did, what, Yogi ain't finished? I finished, I help out what y'all need. I'm like, we need money, nigga. That's what we need.
Off the rip.
He like, I mean,
Get to
'cause
the
these my
point.
partners, these my boys, right? So he like, shit, I can't do that. I said, I got an idea though. I'm gonna use both of y'all name though. Put y'all on this thing, make it look like y'all executive produced it, right? Everybody want to see that a little bit. Vay, I need your name on here. He like, nigga, I ain't did nothing but drove you to a couple spots. I'm like, put your name on there. Goldie, Knox, make these beats, do this, let's do this. Everybody kind of feeling it, and niggas just started going, uh-oh, I think we might have something. Before you know it, we released the project. And that was called Skeleton Key.
Okay.
That wasn't the actual first project.
Okay.
And then it just kind of started to blossom from there. Shouts out to Kev Nash. We had a big show right after that. Skeleton Key was kind of a bust. People in the neighborhood was like, oh, this shit ain't, this what you doing? I didn't cuss one time on it because I was just getting done playing sports and getting out of college, and I was like, I got coaches, I got award shows I got to go to, I got people I got to meet, I got interviews I got to do with newspapers.
Right.
I ain't
still
really,
had to hold
yeah, I
that
was gonna do all
image.
that, right? So, but I couldn't get across my point. So, luckily I made about 3-4 songs the next couple years. Mind you, this was going early 2000, early 2001, late 2000, early 2001. Made a couple songs, reaching out to people. We met a dude, and he was like, man, we just opened the arts department at Consumnes, and we having a big concert, and it's Kick the Sneak. And we like, oh man, that's the nigga. And he was like, y'all can open up for him. We was like, oh, this is our big shot. So I called all the drug dealers I knew, and I said, hey, y'all come see me, man. This is y'all need to see what I got, because I'm trying to get some money now to put out my next thing. A couple guys pulled up, some dope businessmen, because it wasn't just drug dealers. I call them drug dealers, businessmen,
They're
close
businessmen.
friends, right? People with money,
There it
right?
is.
And a couple dudes pulled up. I got a great response, and I actually, one of the close friends said, meet me at my store. I got some money. I'm just opening a business right now. I think we could do something.
Okay.
And-
So is that how
the very first
you
project?
came into the store business?
That's
Because
how I
I
came into
remember
the store business.
I remember the homie.
The coast to
OG
coast,
homie,
yeah,
coast to coast. I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
We came
Shout
into
out
coast
to
to
him, love him to
coast.
death.
Shout out to my guy. And I'm going to say his name, Kev Nash, because it was like, again, it was all legitimate, all real business. He's one of the few businessmen that was invited that came out and said, guess what? We're going to make some money together.
Yeah.
And I'm happy he did, because I had linked with a couple before that, but things just didn't materialize how I thought they could. But Kev definitely made it work.
Kev-
And that's
Kev-
how it
Kev was
changed
a
the
real
game.
dude.
That's how it changed the game.
Love
Came
for
the
Kev.
First project.
Okay, so first project's done. You got your features. You got some big name features
Yes,
for the
huge.
first project.
Huge ones. Kev was like, let's go in. Now, right about this time, part of the setup for Kev was Cream. That's when Cream when we got to Keep the Sneak show, that's when Cream said, bing, bing, bing,
Cream-
bing,
Cream
bing,
woke
bing.
up, huh?
This makes sense now, Brody. Now,
Okay.
and he the type of nigga to tell you, oh, nigga, now I'm on, nigga.
There
now
it
you're
is.
making me get involved. And he like, but let's check this out. Let's reach out to some people and let's see if they can move. So people came, He's like, Kev got his clothing lines. He had cell phone businesses. So he's like, man, let's see. You know, he's another guy we can reach out to. Long story short, sure enough, he was the one that loved it, and we put out the project. So as we started to put out the project, I had huge help on this one. That was the difference with Skeleton Key. I had a real funding, real foundation. Cream was just, he took over everything. The production team that I had before, Mark, Knox, and Goldfinger, they were a little more polished and ready to go to work. Epic, everybody just started to come together and change the game. We sat down and had a big meeting. They were like, man, what you want to do? I said, I'm on Mac Dre, E40, Keek the Sneak, My Figures. They was like, you sure? Yuck Mouth. They was like, you sure? I'm like, I'm positive. That's about it.
That was at the time, that was the hottest lineup
hottest dudes
ever
in the city, right? I'm the hottest dudes in the region, hottest dudes in West Coast.
Off the rip,
right.
like it was nothing else.
So we went and did it. Shouts out to Samat. We reached out to Samat, a graphic artist, Thomas Gonzalez. He made like a humongous layout for us. Shouts out to Oxford Street. David Oxford Street, I went down there and got the leather, the Averex.
I remember it.
Got the Gucci hat, and that shit was lightweight legendary, you know what I mean? Because Sacramento never, you know, it's used to real hood, gang banging. I looked like a dope dealer on that motherfucker. And we was talking about money, and we was making money, and that's the stuff that I came from, you know what I mean? That life, not so much, you know, that other life. And I just spoke about what I knew, my experiences. And this shit popped, man. It popped.
Okay, so we got to change the game. We got big names. We run the label. We got the clothes store. We got the funding. We got everything else.
Right.
We are in the city of Sacramento. Now, through the years, every artist in the city has complained that the city is not showing love.
Right.
You had a following in the city.
Right.
So could you have the same argument or the same comment that they were having? Did you see where Sacramento wasn't really holding you up? Or?
Most definitely. Most definitely. What it is it ain't a personal thing. It's more of a thing to where Sacramento artists Sacramento support, Sacramento structure, they ain't never seen it. You know, and we spoke a little off air about this. In New York, I went to New York a couple times, you know what I mean? I went to New York a few times, but for music,
City.
I went to New York a couple times, just for music trips, for business trips. Man, I get more done in 4 days out there than in 4 months in Sacramento. Because they seen people become millionaires out there. Like, you got people out here that's successful, doing it real big. You got the Mozzie situation, where he's doing it really huge. It may be something somebody never seen. You got the Sebo situation 25 years ago. Super big on Tupac's albums and all that, something nobody's seen. Just imagine if it was 30 dudes doing it at the same time or 30 dudes doing it in between. It'll be much more activity, much more money, much more exposure. But the biggest thing, it'll be much more understanding. A nigga would understand what the fuck a nigga's trying to do. Nigga look at me like I'm speaking Chinese. And I'm like, nigga, I'm just trying to live. The same shit Yo Gotti doing, the same shit Moneybag Yo and them niggas is doing, the same shit Fabulous, but these niggas go and support this shit and build it up. And then look at me like, I know this nigga though.
So so is it the fact that Sacramento it was easy for them to see you everywhere, reach out and touch you, like
that's a lot of it too, you know. And I that's weird because in every other city I go to, they need to see me. Kansas City, Seattle, Portland, Reno, Gary, Indiana, Oklahoma City. I go to these cities and it be 500 motherfuckers, right? And they I'm here. A nigga like, we don't need to see you. But as soon as they don't see you, he's a bitch ass nigga. I can't stand this nigga. And you know, and then it's an out of sight, out of mind thing and a reversal of the marketing to where you actually need to touch these people. You actually need to see it. I balance it well. Nigga don't see me. I've been social distancing. But it's a nigga that's like, I know that nigga though. I know him. I just know him, nigga. That ain't his Lamborghini. If I was in it, that's why you gotta put Bueno on a license plate and drive through the hood for the summer. But then it's a nigga that's like, I'm finna get this nigga. So it's like, come on, my nigga. When
Yeah,
Yo
what
Gotti
you do?
do it, them niggas is wet. But when I do it, I'm shitting on the nigga. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm a bitch ass nigga.
Right, right.
You know, and it'll be a nigga right now probably watching going, cause nigga you's a bitch ass nigga. Whatever. I mean, goddamn. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and nobody's never said this to my face. I'm not no tough nigga, and nothing. You ain't the toughest guy. These we niggas know what's happening. We very respected dudes. Just we give love. You know what I mean? But some niggas like, nah, my nigga, I'm not giving you that. We come from a city, I ain't giving you that.
Okay, so
And the nigga get hella love. Not to cut you off, I get so much love, but you still get that. I can imagine the niggas that feel like they ain't even getting the love.
so is part of your recipe to this game is get the hell up out of the city?
Now, really, I would have been left. I've been wearing Meadowview shirts and shit, doing videos on 69th Street.
The Meadowview shirts and the videos and everything is a recent thing.
Right.
Well, let's go back a little bit
Well, I mean,
because for a while, Meadowview was a street that you didn't go to.
I didn't go to.
No, not you.
Oh,
you had to get permission to go to Meadowview for
right,
a while.
Of course, but see, you got to understand, being from Meadowview,
You had to pass, but you
well,
were
no, it ain't even a pass. It's a thing that we're a nigga. I take all of us right now and do, like, for instance, somebody just told me, they was like, man, you shot your movie for a year and there wasn't one problem. Again, I'm not no rough and tough nigga, but ain't nobody playing with me, and we said this a little on there outside. People don't play with me because they know I got a lot of love. They don't want these other niggas. It's 1,000 niggas. They ain't worried about my gun. They worried about 1,000 other guns or 100 other guns.
Right.
And there's people that really care. And then you got, regime, 6ix9ine Village niggas that's real. You know, it's the only real mob in Northern California, black mob and stuff. And not in a negative fashion. I'm talking about a real group of guys trying to do something, right? My other brothers. All this my other brother ain't real. Like Black Hood and the Black Panthers. And so I got so much support from communities and all that. My whole point is, nigga ain't out here trying to be tough. Nigga ain't out here trying to be something he ain't. You know what I mean? It's like at the end of the day, in Meadowview, that's my home. Literally. Like literally, I ain't never felt uncomfortable walking through all of these streets. I dribble basketballs
and you shouldn't.
and riding a bike.
It's
So
home.
again, I when you say is the plan to ever, I got sons. I coach basketball. I got a daughter. Coach football. Got hella nephews, hella nieces, hella little kids look up to us. I ain't going nowhere, and these niggas ain't gonna hardly change. So just gotta figure it out.
Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit more because you kind of touched on it. So now, we noise music group. We dropped a few albums. We got a little noise. We traveling here and there. I'm seeing you step out in the LA hills yelling "Good morning, everybody," and you know I'm seeing Bueno do these moves.
Right.
Next post I see, Bueno signed to Regime.
Right.
How,
Brother.
bruh? First of all, Yuck ain't no real outgoing brother like that.
Nah, he ain't.
He real loud with his music.
Right.
But Yuck is a real. I'm gonna sit at home and figure out a way to make this next
Next move. That's how he been in the game 25 years. Or something,
strong
30 years. Right.
strong.
Right.
So how did it come about that you and Gat getting looked at by Regime? Next thing you know, y'all Regime. How did that happen?
Well, I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing. I give you the twist. All right, I've been my very first album, Yuck Mouth, was on, and I tell people this all the time. I paid all them dudes. People be like, I ain't paying nobody. Jack has said something real interesting. He said,
Rest in peace to Jack.
Rest in peace to Jack. He said, you know why I pay people? He said, because I want people to pay me. Simple, right? Real simple.
Real simple, but
So-
God damn it, that's Bible verse.
Bible verse. So my whole point is like, I pay dudes because it's business and people gonna pay me too.
Right.
I didn't know though, when I paid them, once I did good on my first album, I see Mac Dre, he's like, nigga, you with me. You my little bro. I'm like, oh.
Shout out to the Mac.
Shout out to Mac. He like, nigga, this shit wrong. I see you. And you took them posters. You took the song we did, put it on some good artwork, because niggas don't be knowing what their artwork is going to look like when they do these features of these
Right.
songs. He like some good artwork and the motherfucker all over Northern California. He like, boy, you did good.
Yeah,
I didn't know that
your promotion snipe team must have been incredible.
Man, that
I'm
Shadow
just,
Promotions.
I'm just saying, your snipe
they
team was
retarded. Shouts out to Shadow Promotions. Them niggas been getting down since 2003 for me. I don't know about nobody else.
There it is.
These special dudes.
Shout out Shadow.
Right, shouts out Shadow. So, long story short, he basically was on some. I didn't really realize paying these dudes, building a relationship with him was gonna lead to like. Yuck Mouth told me, you never pay me again. Like the shit you did with me on that first album. He called me with Tech Nine, listening to it before a show in Kansas City. Like, wait out! I'm about to put you on the phone with Tech Nine. I'm like, man,
why do you really sell like a
man? That's my bro. He like, I'll put you on the phone with Tech. I'm like, whoa, I'm still tripping that Yuck Mouth is acting like he's my friend.
Right.
Because I've listened to him before on my games and all that. So,
oh yeah, got 5 on it.
Right.
The whole album just
Legendary.
boy.
Right. Yeah. No, I basically paid all them dudes, got them all on the project, and then it turned into these relationships.
Okay.
So Yuck Mouth, about 10 years, we had a relationship the whole time through my career. I'll be in LA calling, hey big bro, I need some tree. Pull up, give it to me, I give him the money, keep that. Nigga, I don't want the money. I'm like, see, my real blood cousins don't do this shit. They want their money, right?
Fast.
So, but the whole point,
Same time, no robbery.
right. He told me, we was chopping it up. Shouts out to JR, a close friend of ours, worked for Smoke Lot Radio, worked for a couple major people and things in the industry. Did a lot of work with Yuck. Had a cool connection with Yuck and with us. I chopped it up with him about 2018, something like that. And he was like, man, I got an idea, reinvent you, and Yuck has got this stuff going, and blah blah blah, and because I've been in the game so long, he's like, you need these new looks, and you never had a big homie. Every person damn near, I don't know about now, but every person up until about 2015 had bigger artists who introduced them. You can't, we sat down, it wasn't an artist from, no disrespect, but from every dude. Now, I don't know about E40 when I come to think about it, and Too Short when I come to think about it. But it's like damn near every artist in rap who had, from Jay-Z, getting introduced by Jazzo,
Right.
from just all of these dudes, all came from people, right?
Always a put on.
It's always a put on. We was a person that never had a put on. It's a few like that, right? So we spoke on, hey man, this will be a time now, it don't even look like a put on. If it's any kind of ego involved or image involved, man, Yuck's your big bro. You've been fucking with him. I had did multiple songs with him, videos at that time. He put me on stuff. He's like, man, Yuck always wanted you to come rock with him. I get on the phone with Yuck over something. I forgot. I think it was a song, and we started talking. Actually, we was recording a song for one of my new projects, and he started to, hey, Wayne, why you never came fuck with me? He just came out the blue, and I'm like, nigga, what is you talking about? He like, why you? I said, I've been fucking with you. He like, nigga, you supposed to been regime years ago, and nigga, whoop, whoop, and whoop. I'm like, bruh, it's good. Now, prior to all that, I sent Gatlin. Well, I don't want to say sent. Gatlin hit me. Hey, you got a line on Yuck Mouth? I'm like, yeah. Give you a line. Hit Yuck. Yuck like, let's swear, I don't know who he is. He a good dude. He your dude? I'm like, great dude, my nigga. He got super movement. Whoop. They end up connecting. Yuck called me, man, I'm thinking about putting him in the regime. What you think? Now, mind you, this time I ain't regime, but I'm thinking, this nigga must think I'm regime if he asking me who the... But we had a real close relationship, but I wasn't regime. So, I was like, bro, I do it, and whoop, and whoop. Said nothing but great shit about Gat, and he said, I'm gonna do it.
Shout out to Gat.
Shout out to Gatlin, my brother. So he put Gat in the regime. So if you following it, it looked like Gatlin was in the regime before me. But Gat told the story a few times, like, Wayne, the nigga who put me in the regime. So and long story short, Yuck, a couple years have passed. We go through that scenario of Wayne, we recording the song, and Wayne, why, nigga, you sent Gatlin to me? You sent Jay Simp to me? Because I sent a bunch of these dudes to him, and I didn't mean like send them, but connected them, right?
You need a plug.
Right, just because I'm not the hater like that. I'm a cool dude. I expect dudes to be cool with me, you know what I mean? So,
you did it the right way.
Yeah, I only want what I expect, right? So he basically just ran it down, bro. You should woo whoop and woo whoop, and I'm like, bro, I don't even know why you talking. You know, you know what I mean? And we got this relationship to where I be telling that nigga. I just call that nigga sometimes and be like, nigga, I just want to tell you, I appreciate you, bro, for because he do so much stuff that people don't even know, and he don't have to do it. And it be the non-hater connecting, trying to really help a motherfucker, right? And I'm like, bro, I appreciate you so much. I always tell him that. He be like, and I always end up saying some shit like, nigga, cause you a legend, and you don't gotta do no shit like that. He go, nigga, you a legend too. And I be like, my nigga, I'm trying to give you your love. Quit doing that. He's so humble, he don't like to take it like that. He don't look at himself like that. You know what I mean? That's even doper to me. You know what I mean? And he's sincere. He just be like, nigga, we ain't done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've met Yuck a couple times, and it shocks me, like, you know, 40 Unk, like I go back, way back with Unk, and it shocks me when they see me, they're like, nigga, don't you ever not come say hi to me.
Right.
I'm like, bro, you a superstar. I ain't trying to bother you and be like the rest. Like, nigga,
Right.
you ain't like the rest of them.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, I get it.
Some special dudes, man. That's
Yeah.
the dopeness about them. You know, I tell people all the time, like I call my little cousin won't call me back or something. I be like, nigga, Yuck mouth call me back faster than you, nigga.
Off the rip.
And a nigga like, nigga like that, you compare me to Yuck and all that, nigga. I'm like, bro, nigga got a billion things to do. See, that's how you be a successful ass nigga and a raw ass nigga. Like, just handle your business.
Handle
No
your
matter if you
business.
got 100 million or if you got $100.
Handle your business.
Yeah,
Okay.
So we just linked in like that, and it's been rocking since about 2018, 19. Took me out on stage. Ain't nobody never did that. And it was a marvelous thing.
And it's still going on today.
Yeah, we about to do this Corona shit like threw everybody's shit
Man,
off.
this Corona shit is.
He got movie for the come. He got books. We got soundtracks. We got these new regime projects. You know, Tech Nine, me, him, Fats Borsellini. Hopefully, shouts out to Fats. Hopefully Drew Down. Hopefully Cuzzo. Hopefully like the whole regime. And I'm a nigga who I looked up to the regime before I was in it.
Right.
So I tell him, like, because they had their differences, like grown men do. Like the world does, like we all done with our peers, our partners. It ain't real if you don't have your differences. But I be telling him, man, from Fats Borsellini, like I got a new song with Mad Max and Gonzo on it.
Okay.
And Yuck got him and Gonzo got they public back and forth, right? But they always come together and it's never crossed lines because they brothers and they love each other, you know what I mean? To the point where, you know, I tell them, I want to see everybody. I want to see everybody. Now, I may not get that, but I want to see everybody. So shouts out to every single person in the regime, man, because it's a lot of us. And it's definitely a huge thing that we still rocking with.
Okay. All right. Well,
Still rocking. That
regime.
Dragon.
Oh yeah. The dragon is something else.
That was everything. I mean, you from that era. Most people watching this, if they ain't from that era, they like, regime, that's what's up.
But
Like,
see,
they probably over
if
there
you
like,
watching
"Regime."
this, that means you love this shit. Do your homework.
Well, like them over there, they probably ain't from that era, right? So, and this is our studio audience. Shout out to the studio audience. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Half the studio audience definitely know what you're
Right,
talking about.
right.
One member of the studio audience, which is my DJ Goofy.
Right.
He know what you're talking
He
about.
familiar, exactly, and that's what a dope DJ is gonna do. He gonna be familiar. But see, people don't really know, like, the regime's so worldwide. Black motorcycle clubs, these dragon tattoos. It's white people who, it's thousands and thousands of motherfuckers that's held to the regime. This shit is like, you know what I mean? And then you got like Tech Nine created his own shit off of the regime.
And
You feel what I'm
Tech
saying?
Nine don't have fans. That nigga got cult followers.
Right. And that's what that regime shit is. It's pretty much a huge cult following.
really
People
is.
don't be paying attention to that,
It
but
really is. It's when it says it's a regime life, regime army.
Right.
That's
It's a regime
real
army.
shit.
For real. I got dudes that hit me, bro, all the time. That Yuck don't know. He don't got no clue. Hit me from the UK and hitting me from China and all kind of places talking about the regime this, the regime that.
See,
Shouts out to the regime. Man.
shout out to him
Shouts out
because
to the
that's
regime.
hard work. Okay, so we Regime, we making the album, we doing the videos.
Regime Mobbin.
We sitting up one day, we watching the games when they were playing sports, and we like, we gotta do something different. What can we do different? I got it. I'm gonna write a script.
Right.
First of all, what kind of weed was you smoking when you came up with that idea? Second of all, I want to know the snacks that was coming to the couch while you came up with the idea of, I'm gonna write a script. First, bruh, you a rapper.
Right.
You an artist.
Right.
You a label owner.
Right.
So you finna go, I'm gonna see if I can push the limits.
Yeah, I had to.
I got this idea,
I had
I put it on paper.
I had to.
So what was the motivation with, because I'm assuming at this time you didn't even have a name. You was just
Right.
writing down ideas.
Yeah.
What was the motivation behind that to sit up one day with a pad and a pen, unless you iPhone, you want to write everything in your iPhone,
Yeah, no,
whatever
we
you do.
We iPhone it.
What was your idea? What was the motivation to sit up and write the ideas and the motivation of coming up with the story for what is now the movie American Cream?
It was mainly just me presenting my music a new way.
Which, by the way, is out now.
American Cream, available.
Go watch
out
it.
now.
Go ahead.
Soundtrack. Yeah, no, it was just presenting the music a different way. I didn't want to do the typical thing with the videos, have 100 dudes behind me. You know what I mean? It's just getting a little old.
Which, by the way, is whack now.
Yeah, that
Stop
shit is
doing
low.
that shit.
I mean,
Stop
it
having
worked
100
for some
niggas.
of these niggas.
Fuck that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Stop having 100 niggas in your video that ain't doing nothing but rocking back and forth in
Right.
dirty ass t-shirts.
Right.
Them Jordans that they got with a $1,200 check.
Right.
Stop that shit.
With that
Be the
pistol out
artist.
that they ain't shot.
Yeah. Empty anyways. Be the artist.
Yeah, nah, be cool.
Be
Stand
alive.
out. Stand out.
Be
man.
different.
Yeah, be different.
So-
create a storyline. So I wanted to get back to storylines. I always wanted to do films. And you know, that's just part of it. Like I tell most rappers, like we writing raps, we writing little short films. You can kind of extend it and extend it and extend it, turn it to a long film.
Okay.
We, you know, dudes real creative. These guys that's rapping, they real creative. You know what I mean? So great imaginations.
Yeah, you can't
So-
be no retarded motherfucking rap.
Nah, and that's why I be telling kids, especially kids, they be asking me, hey, how can I be a rapper? I said, man, stay in school.
Yeah, because a lot of cats don't realize Lil Wayne got a degree.
What? All of that.
Swiss Beats is now
What is he, a professor?
scholar, a professor
Yeah,
out of
professor
Harvard.
at Harvard, yeah.
Like,
he teaching classes.
These cats is really like getting their education.
Well,
Like,
it's key. For instance, all this rapping is styles of literature.
right?
Dudes don't even know. These double entendres and these metaphors, these are parts of literature.
Right.
So when they're doing this stuff, they just talented and they just saying, especially the dope ones, right?
Right.
It's like either they know or they don't. And if you don't know, that's amazing and impressive as well, because it's so much talent. Now just imagine if you add the education to this shit, learn a little bit of what you're doing.
Right.
But my whole point, and then you gotta be good at math so you can count your money.
Often.
So it's like
God, please.
and be able to make more money.
And read a contract.
Man, come and read the contract. Like, so it's reading, writing, and that math. Reading your contract so you don't get shitted on. Writing so you can write your own content, and ain't nobody else got to come up with stories for you, nigga. You come up with your own shit, and then your math so you can count your money and know how to make more money and where to put money. Yeah, how money even work and numbers even work. So that's what school for. I know this shit is whack, it's corny, but if you use it for it to help you, you know what I mean, then you can benefit from the shit. And I was a nigga who played sports, so it was like, nigga, if you don't get good grades, you can't play
At all.
and I wanted to play. So I'm like, and I was a kid who, I got good parents who was like, and I was blessed. So I got good grades since I was young, you know what I mean? But my whole point is that, you know, the writing, it was kind of a thing that I always was into. In school, you gotta write stories, you gotta write essays, you gotta do this, that, and the other. So I had a close friend, Damon Stone. Shouts out to D Stone. He been in the game for years. As I've been doing this music, he been doing film. And we both grew up together. We played sports. He's a little older than me. I used to look up to him, still do. But I used to look up to him as a kid, watch him, you know, learn from him, compete against him. Then we went our separate ways, went to college, came back. I watched him from afar and supported him from afar. He watched me from afar, supported me from afar. Reached out to me one day and was like, nigga, what you doing? I'm like, the motherfucking stone. It was years. You feel me? Mind you, it's the Facebook make you seem like you see niggas and shit like that. So we see each other, but it wasn't no hanging out.
The alumni game?
Yeah, something like that.
When I played against your son.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Playing against my son in an alumni game. So he playing. So we don't get to hang out.
Right.
We don't get to do too much talking. I just see my nigga, right? So he hit me, what's up? Man, I've been thinking about you. I got the perfect thing. I wrote a dope pilot. Let's sit down. So we sit down, chop it up about this pilot he wrote, the super dope idea. I'm like, that's amazing. He like, and we just catching up, and I tell him, man, I got some shit I want to do too.
Now, let me hold you there.
Yes, sir.
Demond, when he came up with the actual sentence to tell you, I got something dope, what was you thinking? Did it pique your interest, or did you go, oh God, here goes another one?
Well, I already knew. What he had over a lot of other people is that we already had a relationship.
Okay.
I already understood the competitiveness of him.
Okay.
Because he competed against me and I competed against him. You know, when we was in high school,
Which,
Cream too.
which, let it be known,
I was a Hiram
I'm
Johnson
sitting
warrior.
next to real ballers here. Like, let me get enough money and put one of you weak motherfuckers on the court with Bueno. I guarantee I'm gonna double and triple my money.
Right.
I done seen Bueno shake superstar athletes in the Adrian Ross All-Star game in Arco Arena.
Right.
Not Sleep Train, Arco Arena.
Right, old
And
school.
he even broke superstars' ankles.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying. But go ahead, Devon.
But when he came to me, like I said, he had an edge because it was already friendship laid, right?
Okay.
And I know he wasn't playing.
Okay.
So my thing was just like, at first I would, because I hear it all the time. Dudes will say, hey man, I got a story, this, and that. And then obviously, since this movie has dropped, my DMs is like, I got a story.
Of
And
course.
I'm really like, okay. I don't know if y'all really know how much work it is to do this shit, because it ain't easy.
No,
Right?
doesn't look easy.
Nah, and shout out to Dwayne because he came in and we immediately just clicked. It was like, Stone, I got this. And I was like, Wayne, I got this. Stone, I got this. Wayne, I got this. Stone, so we in there doing this all day long. And then, it's just coming together. So it made sense to do the project because God had put us with so much of like resources. You understand what I'm saying? To make it happen. It was like, man, just come together like butt cheeks, excuse my language, and make this shit
You
go.
ain't gotta excuse your language.
Yeah.
Right, man. We
Yeah.
grown here.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Bueno. Y'all done, I got this. You done put all the pieces together. Let's shoot this movie. So now we in the mode of doing the movie.
Right.
You don't reach outside the zone. You
Right.
stay within the city
Right.
and pull cats who you grew up with, been in this music game with, got these relationships
Right.
with, and now everybody is in Little Hollywood
Yeah.
making this movie that you came up with the idea, got the homie D Stone to come up and back you up, give you the path on this shit.
Yeah.
Now we have a complete project.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be able to be one of the few people, one of the few artists in the city who actually reached back, touched everybody you did work with, to put them in your project, to now go from, we'll say, the 7th level
Yeah.
to now we in a movie?
Right.
Let's go ahead and go to the 15th level.
Right.
then. How does that feel to be kind of like the messiah in this movement?
That's dope. I'm gonna be honest with you. And honestly, people keep talking about like it's the first movie and one of the first movies and the first movie and the first, and bro, I'm like, go buy that motherfucker, go watch it,
Right.
and like fuck with it. Cause me not to be like that. And I heard Dub 20 say it the other day in an interview. And shouts out to Dub 20. Me and Cream life. Because I've been with this nigga since I was like 9, 10 years old. Every day, damn near.
That's history.
Right? This shit been exciting before rap. Like like Dub said, I would have thought, if you ask me, our life was real exciting before rap. So it's like, this is dope. I'm with it. I fuck with it, but I wasn't never trying to be the first nigga and all that type of shit. I was really just trying to make something dope for the neighborhoods that we love, that we could represent SAC. And really, honestly, I kind of, in a weird way, and not even kind of, I want people to be able to see this shit and do their own.
Okay.
I just don't want niggas to do their own and be like, yeah, Bueno can't get my shit though. And I'm gonna tell you something, nigga. See this part right here? Damn, blood, that look like you talking about Wayne. Well, shit, nigga, if it look like it, nigga, that's just what it's gonna look. I don't want niggas to
I
start
love how
dissing
Bueno
me. They
step out of
gonna
his
be-
own self and become
I'm
somebody
an
else.
actor now. I'm an actor. I'm full blown. But now my whole point is I don't want niggas to start going against me
Right.
and start excluding me.
Okay.
Just remember, Wayne did this so we can kind of not so we can all do it, because niggas could have did this or niggas probably was gonna do it, whatever. But I did it to add to everybody. Like, so let's all do these things,
Right.
not to be like the only one doing it. I'm the first one doing it. You niggas ain't doing it. When I did, see, one of the big problems. I'm gonna just say this: when I had the ball for a lot of years. There was some years me and Dory Rock. Shouts out to my brother.
Shout out King
Rest in
Kahali,
peace.
rest in peace, bro.
Rest in peace, King Kahali. It was years when me and Dory was looking at each other like, nigga, you Jordan? Nigga, well, okay, I'm Larry Bird, nigga. I'm trying to kill, nigga, what? And then we was like, okay, and we in the All-Star game
Which
today.
kind of put me in a difficult situation because I was Noise Music Group,
But you had to support both
and
of
I was
us,
IND at the same time, and I'm like, oh, you niggas put me in a
but
bad
what
position.
it is see, and that's Sacramento for you. It's so cornball shit. It can only be one person when it can supposed to be
supposed to be
72 of
everybody.
them,
Right.
right? And so, but me and Doe, we wasn't stupid. So we'd be like, nigga, I'm about to try to get you, but I don't hate you though. I love you really, because they trying to. We ain't
pushed
gonna
each
be
other.
that stupid. You feel me? To fall into no bullshit. So we continue to build. But long story short, when I had the ball, you see, I was bringing all the neighborhoods together.
Mhm.
All the neighborhoods, Lincoln Village, Oak Park, Meadowview, 29th Street, Sac City videos, all this shit. I wasn't never going, nigga, Meadowview niggas. Yeah, you niggas. Fuck you niggas.
Now,
This stuff you nigga.
that's a note for all this politics shit that's going on in the city. It's not
Man,
necessary.
don't do that. Don't separate it. Bring it together, because you're going to be more powerful. You're going to last longer. You're going to make more money. Trust me. Take it from a nigga like me. Now, if you start separating shit, you might not make it through the week, man. Period. I promise you, you might get separated, man. Don't separate nothing, man. Bring this shit together. That's what it's for. And it's your big chance, buddy. You could never go to that neighborhood when you was a little nigga. This is your chance. A couple niggas over there like your song. Just go be cool with them, and they go, especially solid niggas, they gonna introduce you to the whole motherfucking neighborhood. Now guess what? Now you can go over there. So some niggas don't want to be able to move around Sacramento. I can go everywhere. And I ain't rougher or tougher than nobody. I just be cool with niggas. And niggas see me unite and bring niggas together. They didn't
Right.
see me trying to separate.
Right.
I'm telling niggas happy birthday from Oak Park. I'm
Right.
telling niggas happy birthday and happy Father's Day from Lincoln Village. I'm telling niggas from Valley High, 29th Street, them is my cousins, my brothers, niggas that I love. I'm telling niggas I love them, bro. So it's white people out here trying to kill us, my nigga, and killing us. It's police killing us, nigga. You niggas is not the problem. I will tell a nigga with a gun fast, nigga, you is not the nigga I'm looking for. I'm not the nigga you looking for, bruh. You look, nigga, look at what's happening. And a dumb nigga look at you and go, damn, I want to shoot you because I'm supposed to, but blood, you saying some G shit right now. Right, nigga. I didn't have to tell many of niggas, my nigga, chill, bruh. You feel me? And this way before the COVID. You feel me? So
Right.
that's kind of where we come from. But again, you know, my situation with Bruh is kind of, he from Old Park. He a main one like this, a problem that made a whole lot of sense out of his life. It's like, don't nobody want to test me and my family and all that, but he like, Blaine, we need to come together, nigga, and stand up here together, nigga. Like, cause, you know, show these niggas that we brothers, bro.
Okay.
And we always showed that we ain't
Right.
active and we ain't
Right.
young, and no disrespect to none of these niggas who do got problems and issues. I want to speak on this because you know what our city going through. No disrespect to none of these niggas because their problems is real and their
Real.
issues is real, and I understand that. But you know, us as black people is real too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
And it kind of trumps that, but
well, I
I'm
can't
not
tell
from,
what.
I'm not from there,
Yeah.
so I can't really speak on another man's politics or how they do. But I know that there's
There's big problems
There's
going
really
on.
big
People
problems.
dying, our grandmothers and shit like that. You feel me? So you know, just keep it all in perspective, because I know for the young niggas, if you don't know, in 15 years you're gonna say,
You'll figure it
man,
out.
man, this shit was, man, I'm happy I made it here. Trust me.
Okay, so we got American Dream. Now I heard you speaking with one of the brothers who came in on the contest. And you signed some shirts and
Right
some
on.
posters for the winners to come through. Shout out to everybody
Shouts out to the
who was
supporters,
out there
man.
supporting. So I was ear hustling. You was like, you know, the way that this movie ends,
Yeah.
the way I wrote it,
Nah.
there's going to be an American Cream too.
Has to be. And that's actually his right. We wrote it together. Me and D Stone wrote it together. I want you to talk a little bit to them about that.
Now, before we get that started, if I'm not in American Cream too, you in it.
You got it wrong.
Y'all can't film it in Sacramento because I'm calling everybody. I'm gonna
Right.
call all the brownies,
You
the
gonna
Cub
shut it
Scouts.
down.
I'm telling on
You in
everything,
it, bro. You in it.
I need to. I should have been in this one, but I'm not gonna take it
See, that's
personal.
another thing. You know what everybody said they should have been in? And guess what I
Should've
tell
been.
everybody? All you had to do was pull up.
No, I
shoot
didn't get
we
no
told
invite.
people. We told people.
I
And
didn't
see,
get
guess
no
what?
invite.
Guess what? It was
I'm
about
sensitive about
84
that shit.
people. Yeah, it's 84 people in the film, and everybody wanted to invite.
Yeah, I get it.
So
But
I
no,
love y'all, man.
I love watching it because I saw it from the beginning to the end.
Right.
Through social media.
Right.
And through hearing you talk and
Right.
seeing you and congratulating you on your ideas and what you were doing. At the time, I didn't know Mr. Stone here.
Right.
But now that I know that there was another mad genius behind it
Most definitely.
to give a different perspective to sharpen up what you already had as a weapon
Right.
to be able to come up with it now. So now here we are. We got this movie. We finna go to the Grammys. We gonna get all these little Emmys. We gonna get our little star in Hollywood. We gonna be that man. So then we gonna smack him in the face with American Cream
Right.
2.
Right.
Now, is that still gonna be a Sacramento movie, or are we gonna step out of bounds and show how we went through the country and we made this
Nah, we just
dream of
started.
American Cream come up?
Right. We just started. We gonna stay right here in Sac.
Okay.
We're gonna turn it up a whole nother notch. Like, to be honest, and I'm gonna let him speak on it. What my writing was conservative. He was writing conservative too. Cause part 2 is gonna be ignorant.
Okay, Mr. Stoneson, how you gonna throw
Very
you on the
ignorant,
soapbox?
brother.
Here we go. So, when he says it's gonna be very ignorant, when I
Hey,
say
Brody.
not ignorant, because you know ignorant is the correct word,
Right.
but we here with family, so it's ignorant.
Turn it off.
What does he mean by it's gonna be very ignorant?
A lot of, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring a lot more of the drama to the scene.
Okay.
You know, you got bits and pieces of it in American Cream that you watch it now,
Mhm.
but there's a lot more drama that can be added to.
And wait, before you do that, American Cream, go out, support it, pay for it. I can easily sit here now and be like, I need my copy. I'm going to go buy the fucking movie.
Right.
And those who know me, I don't buy shit. It's against my religion. But there comes a time where we have to support each other because ain't nobody else gonna do it for us.
Right.
So go out. If you find it, buy it. Give it to a friend.
Most definitely.
If you can't find it, Wayne was on social media all the damn time.
Right.
He got his sons dunking on everybody. He got his little sons shaking niggas out their shoes. The princess, I'm not gonna speak on her because I know she behind a shield. Like
Right,
some of you
right.
niggas ain't gonna ever see the princess. So you know, he giving credits to women on social media. Like y'all need to really hold them down. They doing the best for us. We need to do for them. Like Bueno on his shit right now on social media. If you can't find it, hit Bueno.
Right.
He'll figure out a way to get it to you. But have your cash app ready. Because this shit is
Right.
not cheap.
No, it's
real.
not.
Support. You motherfuckers will support somebody up out of the city in a heartbeat. When somebody here in your mud, you want to act like, nigga, you supposed to get that to me.
Right.
No. Them days is over.
Pure.
You can't even, ain't no real radio stations. It's 2 real radio stations in the city. You looking at one.
That's right
The
here.
other one
Right,
is
right,
sitting
right.
on my couch right now.
Right,
That's
right. That's
right.
it.
And she'll
That's
tell you the heartbeat. I gave her game on how to start this shit.
Right.
But she was a beast, and she's still a fucking
Been
beast.
in the game for a
But it's only 2 motherfucking stations that's supporting you. And you motherfuckers think this shit is cheap. It is not cheap.
Not at all.
Chip in. You walk up on them, put $20 in a pocket. Put 100 in mine because I need my shit to be,
Right,
you know,
right.
100 in mine. But you know, it's all love. But so here we are. We go American Cream.
Right.
We part 2.
Right.
We got Bueno. We got Cream.
Right.
And we got D Stone. D Stone. Do you already have an idea where you going with American Cream 2?
Me and Dwayne basically we sat down.
I don't want to talk about Wayne.
Well-
I want to hear about D Stone. D Stone.
Well,
Do you know which path
yeah.
are you going on already for American Cream 2?
Yes, yes, we got a solid approach to it, and I think this one right here is gonna have people like really glued to the seat, man,
Now,
and watching this.
I
because
don't want
it's
no
deep,
Friday
brother.
series. I don't want no Friday series.
Nah, Cube is
I-
Cube. We gotta respect Cube.
I give Cube credit.
Most
I
definitely.
give him credit.
Most definitely.
But I don't want American Cream to be
To go
like,
down.
is Smokey gonna come back?
Right,
I
right.
don't want to hear that shit. I
Right.
want solid movies,
Right.
one after another, and I expect it to be real shit. Cause
I love it,
because
man.
Bueno done put a lot of pressure on you
I
here,
love
bruh.
it. See, that's what I love.
He done put a lot of pressure
I
on you to
love
come
it.
up with some real quality shit
I love
next.
it. I
Because you
love it.
see artists that got that cool little first album, they finna get all this shit and all that, and they come out with that second album, and you want to use that as a coaster
Right.
in your grandmother's
Right.
house because it's trash.
Well, I will say this: the cliffhanger that we left on American Cream,
Mhm.
Right.
that you got at the end, allows us to do a lot more when we bring it out.
Now, I haven't seen the movie.
When we bring part 2 to you,
Yeah.
you're gonna understand, and
Oh,
then
well, you gotta watch it.
Don't give me those. Don't give me.
Oh,
no,
you gotta watch the
I'm
movie.
gonna see the movie. I
Shadow.
swear for God, I'm gonna see that movie,
Man.
because I'm excited about the movie. I've been
Yeah.
trying to find it because I'm one of the motherfuckers gonna hit you up on social media. I can't find this shit no more,
Right, man,
Brando.
you gonna-
Where do I
it's
get it
there.
from?
It's right there. It's been getting so many great reviews. It's on Vimeo, on demand.
On demand.
Now.
Now-
You can rent it or you can buy it.
and we'll be coming to Fire Stick channels as well.
Exactly. And we'll, yeah, of
Fire
course, we'll
Stick
be
is my
on
shit.
Fire
I
Stick
love
channel,
Fire Stick.
Roku.
Shout out to
uh,
Wanye Leonard.
Shouts out to
Shout out to
Wanye
Wanye
Leonard.
Leonard.
And this is another shout out. Let me give a little shout out to Lil Duty,
Look,
Jaleel Omar,
Lil Duty
Yup
out of the
Mouth,
Bay, right?
and Lexi Tomorrow.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of the cast. D Stone, of course. Shouts out to Corey B and
Corey
Rap
B,
Shack
Rap
for
Shack.
Top
filming
story.
and editing. My peoples, my peoples, my peoples. And shouts out to Ming from American Cream for the whole American Cream Company for the whole concept of the title. That's their clothing line.
Okay, okay.
And we basically were putting together a little piece of merchandise to go with my new project. And I just asked him, man, let me use the title of your company as my title of my movie and soundtrack.
Okay.
He said, let's do it. And we put a t-shirt with it. T-shirts available now on American Cream, the movie tees, TEES at gmail.com. You can get those. They selling fast.
Tap in.
We had a little pop-up today. That some of you may be familiar about. But yeah, definitely, man. Shouts out to ZZ. Shouts out to Mo Better. Ho. Shouts out to Chris Christian. Shouts out to
Give it to him. Give him a
Charlie
shout.
Huss. I'm just trying to
Give
shout
them
out
their
a few of the
flowers
people.
now.
Bird, Gate, so many people. My Duke. Shout out to everybody that was in the film, man. We appreciate you. JDK, the Underboss.
My peoples.
The whole hood showed out, man. So, yeah, really appreciate you. Shouts out to Nephew, too. Definitely getting his shots up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it was a bunch of support and a bunch of collective effort, a bunch of positive ideas, man. That got it done. So
Okay, so D Stone is the director.
yes,
Are we
sir.
gonna see D Stone in American Cream too? I mean,
I actually had a little small role with my son in American Cream 1.
That's why you gotta watch the film.
And it was Wayne's idea because I
Stop
at
telling
first I
on me,
wasn't
man.
going to do it.
stop telling on me,
I'm
man.
giving you a hard time. Now, Shadow Super guy, but yeah, I had to throw him in it. You know, I had to throw him like Quentin Tarantino.
Now, did you have to like, come on, bro? I know you want to be behind the, Steven Spielberg on this whole situation, but we need you in this
Well,
film,
you
bro.
gotta understand. I started off in front of the camera.
Okay, okay.
And I was like, I had received Male Actor of the Year in the Northern California region.
Stop it, really?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is
Congratulations.
So this was 2017 to be exact.
That
So
ain't
some
too
years
far
ago.
ago.
Well,
But-
he was one of them. Yeah, every year it's a different one, right?
Right.
You know,
right.
he's just gonna be remembered as one of these dudes in that selected group of guys.
Right. So fast forward to that, man. I just got in a position where I started understanding how everything works, and I said, man, you know what? I'm gonna start bringing some stories to the table.
Right.
Okay.
You
okay.
know, and shoot, like I said, the rest is history, man. Me and this dude came together, and we got this rocking and
The
rolling.
rest is iceberg
and,
history.
and
man.
I gotta give him credit because all this stuff you see right here, I want to make sure you know that from the artwork to the pictures and everything that you see right here, man, this was done by Wayne. He put
It's not actually done.
Well, I mean,
by
but I
me.
mean, it was his
But
idea.
it is, yeah. It's my.
Right.
you
It took
know,
somebody's
it's my
idea.
cultivation.
It took an idea
Right.
to
You know.
give to somebody to be able to do this fantastic artwork.
Right.
Right.
And shouts out to Shimo Media
Shimo.
for that amazing artwork and those amazing pieces.
For those
Shouts
of
out
you
to Chuck
who give you
Taylor.
game,
Chuck Taylor for the direction. Chuck Taylor gave us the direction.
and
Said,
Chuck,
this is how
Chuck
we need
is
to
from
rock
your
it.
mud.
And then, so again, my biggest credit though is and I'm just have to be real with you and toot my own horn a little bit.
Please do.
But I go and find some real quality motherfuckers to put myself next to. You know what I mean? Like these two brothers right here. Like that's one of my
Likewise,
best
bro.
qualities in life, man. And you should never shortchange yourself on the motherfuckers you be putting around.
So
man.
you took the Obama thing on it, where you might have shown just a little bit. It might have been a little too heavy. You went and found that one person in that lane that was the strongest fuck.
I mean, you got to. Like Cream, this boy right here, people are, oh, that boy, you know, that's your partner, McGee. You know, she want to talk about the shoes, but he ain't getting no B in school. Like, he ain't get B's. He laugh at niggas with B's.
Cream is a quiet, cool ass
You know,
nerd.
and that's what he gonna.
He is an evil genius.
That's what he gonna make you think.
Brain, what are we doing today?
That's what he gonna make you think
over the world.
Till you see my Uncle Walt. Shouts out to Uncle Walt. Till you see his daddy, then you gonna say, "Hold on, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you, man." Cause I think you've been putting on a big old front this whole time, and if you know him, then you'll know it's more to him. But my whole
Indeed.
point is putting dudes around me that's solid, man. Most people want to be the best nigga in their clique.
Right.
Most dumb niggas, right?
Right. You
I
ain't gonna
mean,
get nowhere
I
like
need raw niggas around. I can't be the best nigga in my clique because I'm gonna tell every nigga every day that they stupid, right? And niggas don't want to hear that.
At all.
So I need a bunch of raw motherfuckers around me that tell me I'm stupid every once in a while. You know what I mean? So we can keep this shit litty.
that. Keep everybody sharp.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Stone, American Cream 2. American Cream 1 did amazing. It's going down in history.
It is.
Yes,
It's going down in history.
Shouts out to all the support.
So we American Cream 2. Now I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, your inbox is overflowing with cats who want you to get on their movie now.
You know what? I seen that. I seen the fluctuation of that, man. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Right now, me and Dwayne, we locking in some stuff, and a couple other of our people, and we just gonna continue to lock it in, man. We'll work with folks who are willing to work and who are willing to get out. But the main thing is, man, is you got to come with a serious attitude. Like I said, shooting a film is not easy. Dwayne will tell you. We had many hiccups on the set.
Man.
It wasn't like it was just smooth sailing. I mean, it definitely wasn't about that. But we was able to, get through those hiccups. We was able to get through those hiccups and make things happen. So, I mean, now you guys got a finished project, and we looking at it and we saying, dang, we done. You know what I mean? And it's a good feeling to be done with something, especially if you play sports, so
Right.
you know that gratification
Oh,
of
hell
like
yeah.
winning or accomplishing or
Yeah.
like you just said, we beat Kennedy.
Ain't no drug
You know
like
what I'm
it.
saying?
When we beat Kennedy, we might as well have been playing the Lakers. I swear to God.
Right.
It's like a championship.
It
in the
really
middle of the season.
It was.
Exactly.
When we beat y'all in the Christmas Classic
Right.
at your house,
Y'all celebrate.
oh, I was dunking on Kareem at that point in time. You couldn't tell me shit.
Right. Somebody got carried out.
It was
My brother.
what? It was rat. You couldn't do shit.
Somebody got carried out. Nah, that's kind of the situation. You know what I mean? So
But our main approach is, man, as long as we stick to what we want to
know.
put out and what we know, we're going to get it done. And we've already proved that we can work. So, and I already knew it wasn't going to be an issue. I already felt that in my gut. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even took on the project. So I
Right.
was already like, I already know that I'm working with somebody who's a workaholic, who's
Yes,
going
he
to
is.
get something done. And that's all we want to be a part of. Something done. Somebody getting something done. That's
Right,
it.
something positive,
That's
man.
it.
So again, the American Cream 1. Fantastic movie.
And it got a
in the
soundtrack to it.
Smithsonian with the fantastic
Right.
soundtrack that's going to get
Fantastic
every
soundtrack.
song on it is a great single. It's going to go.
It's gonna
It's
go
gonna beat Nelly on
septuple.
8 Diamond. It's gonna be
Right.
crazy. Like
Right.
y'all need to hurry and get it. Then American Cream 2, we gonna do the same thing.
Exactly.
Now, is there another idea for a different movie, or we gonna American Cream 3? We gonna make it a whole series, or we got something else like?
People been
Okay,
hitting.
we waiting for
I'ma tell
we
you,
gonna get y'all real comfortable, and then we gonna come through with Mike Tyson punches on y'all.
Man, I got some cold. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got like 3 stories me and him started writing already.
Okay.
Right? And then American Cream, when we wrote the first one, I kind of didn't stop, you know, because it was a story. And then I'm telling him a bunch of the story because what I do, our chemistry, what we kind of do, is I'm rambling, and he's taking notes and recording, and then he's filling in stuff.
It's a great team, kind of like Batman and Robin, but y'all
Right.
really Batman and Batman.
Batman and Batman. and what happens is he ends up taking it home, putting it in scene form, camera angles, lighting, everything, location, actors, you know, each character,
Transitions, the
you know,
drama.
everything, right?
Y'all
And then
real tag team wrestling championship team.
he come back with that, and then I end up going, yeah, let's okay, that one right there, let's fix that a little bit, and then we had a story. So what happened is I ended up rambling along so long. He's like, it's over, which was the ending that you guys got, and I was like, well, I still got some more, right? And he like, keep going, nigga. And I'm like, whoop, 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 and we sit there for another 30, 40 minutes just off of adrenaline, getting more part 2, and then we kind of feel in a little
Shadow,
bit.
to capitalize on what Dwayne's saying, wait till you see the hood. I mean, excuse me, the hood. I'm sorry. The cliffhanger. That's the end of the movie. When you see the cliff, you're going to be like, okay. Now, I ain't going to spoil it for you.
Please don't.
I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
going to
don't
say
even
that.
spoil it.
Just
But my
watch
whole
the
point
end,
is,
man.
I'm
Everybody
planning on
see-
celebrating my birthday on Sunday by watching American
Man,
Cream.
right. Watch it. Everybody's saying it needs to be a webisode, it needs to be a series, because
Right.
it's 50 minutes.
So are we looking at a new Wire,
A new Power.
a new Power?
We might be able to
And
do
if you
that.
have a corny ass
can
in
do
it
that.
like Power did, I
Yeah.
swear to God,
Yeah,
Bueno,
you know, hella
oh,
mad.
I'll cry,
It ain't
bro.
corny. And what it is art.
Because when
It
they
ain't
killed
corny,
Ghost,
it's
nigga, that hurt
art.
my
But
heart.
you uncorny it.
Nah.
You just have to.
Nah,
You just got to keep it going. You got to
50,
keep it going.
50, 50.
You got to keep it going.
I'm going to need you to call D Stone and get him to redirect the end of Power, bro.
Yeah,
like,
that was whack. That wasn't
shit
cool.
was
They didn't know what to do though. I think that shit got so big, people started written off the scripts and shit like that. It
So
just kind of ended
we
it too abrupt.
knew Wire, we knew Power. Can we be New Sopranos though?
American Cream. Yeah, we
Ladies
got the
and
American
gentlemen,
Cream, man.
And you
need
got
to go get that.
You got to remember though, Wayne got a lot to talk about.
Because Wayne talk a
music,
lot.
I mean, but in his music, so he got a lot of, just like he just mentioned earlier, man. You really telling a story. You really telling a film.
Bueno was
when
no
you write.
easy puzzle, bro. Like a lot of cats don't know Bueno like we know Bueno.
Right,
They see, oh, he's the hip hop artist.
Right.
Oh no, you need to cut deeper because it's gold in them there
It's
rap
layers.
heads.
Yeah, it's layers. It's layers.
That motherfucker is a Shrek, it's like onion.
It's layers to this
Man.
beat. It's really layers, man. And like I said, I appreciate D Stone because that's a dude who he been doing this.
And
He
what,
brought it out of me.
what's killing about all this is everybody you've done work with is somebody that you've respected and who taught you something
Right.
back when you was coming up to become the mogul that you are today.
right,
So
right.
what an honor it is, as I see it, for
give
you to
back.
be able to give back and actually show the respect of what you learned
Most
with
definitely.
one of the cats who taught the game to you.
Of course.
That's appreciation like a motherfucker, bro.
That's very huge. That's very huge. And again, you got to be willing to take this shit. You know what I mean?
True.
You got to be willing to take it and run with it. You got to be willing to accept it. You know what I mean?
D-Stone, seeing how you ain't listening right now. Wayne hard to work with, bro. But you know, he ain't here listening to this right now. He can't hear- It's between you.
I
Bro, it's just
give
between-
you a story.
It's
I
between
give
you
you a
and me.
story.
It ain't gonna go
I give you a
nowhere
story.
else.
Here's the story. Here's what I can tell you. And this is a beautiful thing about him. And I think it's a beautiful thing about when you're doing filmography. You better be ready for whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because boy ain't gonna just stop, let's cut that. And we're gonna do this. Let's go, we're gonna do this one. And I think you gotta have that type of an attitude when you're doing this shit, man. Because you can't be stuck on like, oh, I'm only gonna do it one way. You gotta be versatile. You gotta be able to switch up like a light switch, turning on and off. You understand what I'm saying? Because it might be a hiccup that you gotta do, right? On set.
Right.
Or it might be something that you gotta take care of on set and get that done. You gotta be versatile to get it done. He showed that.
So is Dwayne is he the sit your $5 ass down before I make change kind of person?
Nah, Wayne is to me is an ideal cat that you want to work with because I don't like working with people like that because I don't do that. You know what I mean? So I don't bring that kind of energy. I bring energy of respect.
Super.
Until you show is not respect. You see what I'm saying? And then when you show it's not respect, I'm gonna remove myself from the situation. You know what I mean? I'm real easy with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I mean, just working with him, working with Cream, like I knew these faces. These my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't hard for me.
Right.
Now I know working with Cream, but first of all, nigga's nickname is really him. Cream one of the smoothest cats I've ever met in my life.
He is a smooth jump shot too.
Cream is the right name for him. So I know Cream was real easy to work with.
Yeah.
But I know that Bueno guy, you know, seeing how we talk between you and me, you know, he ain't here right now, it's just you and me. I know Dwayne can be kind of. I done had Dwayne come to a couple of nightclubs
And don't want to take his hat off.
and don't want to take his hat off.
Oh, yeah.
He don't want to put his chain in. I'm Bueno, bro. You playing my song in the club.
Real.
Man, call Shadow.
Right.
I'm upstairs. I'm doing my job. Shadow, front door.
Real.
I'm like, oh, we finna fight at the front door?
But you always let me in.
I
though,
come
Shadow.
down the stairs.
Always let me keep my
I
hat
hit the
on.
corner. I see his Bueno. My first reaction is like, oh, shit.
Right.
What now? Cream in dress coat, but he got his boots on.
Right.
Bueno in his jeans in a club that don't allow jeans.
Right.
He in his tennis shoes. More than likely with some Air Flights. That was his favorite shit.
Right.
He had every throwback motherfucking jersey
Right.
and jacket, Negro
Oh, shit.
League, all the hats, the whole thing. And then you got cool ass.
And you in a vest, sweat,
Yeah,
and a suit.
you got old cool ass, got gold around the front tooth ass Kev Nash.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers look like they should not be in the club at all. And when I hit the corner, they looking at my guards like, yeah, nigga, you finna let us in.
Right.
And I'm like, B, you can't front on them like that, man, because they gonna look at me like I'm against them. And Wayne is like, yeah, but he was talking hella shit down here till you got here, Shadow. Now I got to check this motherfucker in the club. Like, anybody come and say they with Shadow, bro,
Right.
you better not say shit, because it could be somebody really tight with me.
Right.
And that brother right there is really tight with me.
Right.
I done let Bueno in every club this city has ever had.
Everything.
And a
He always
hat.
bless me.
His throwback jerseys, them $400, $500 Terry Bradshaw jerseys that nobody else could get in the city, but Bueno had it.
Right.
He in the tennis shoes, and Jordans was turning really, really big. He
Right.
had all of them. Cream
Right.
was in. Cream has always been a Timberland nigga.
Right.
Always
had the
been a
different
Timberland.
colored Timbs.
He been and when he get now Cream will shock you every time. Cream will actually show up with some click clacks and slacks. He had a sweater with his little collar out. You couldn't tell Cream shit.
Yeah.
Kev Nash, he showed up with his little jacket with what's his name? What's that little weird ass nigga's name? Singer. He on my wall. Usher. When Usher made wearing the jacket, the suit jacket, and Bueno
Kev was the
always had to wear his 36-inch chain.
guy. Right.
Yep.
Nigga had his,
Swinging.
That's
Well,
what was
we
in.
don't allow chains in the club. Oh, he wearing his chain in the club tonight.
Right.
Shadow, man, we can't do favorites. I got favorites,
Right.
and they getting in here.
Right.
I
Now,
respect you
move
for that, Shadow.
out the way so this man can get up here. Hey, bro, y'all ain't bought shit in an hour. Get the fuck out this VIP booth.
Right.
Bueno, come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, move.
Right.
Yeah.
Bueno, it's you right here.
On everything.
All day.
Shadow did us
so it's
super right.
It's real love that I have for Bueno, Cream, Kev Nash.
Yeah.
And now that you in this situation,
He's
you
part of
like
the family
family to
too.
me now. So
Thank you.
whatever I got, is always at your disposal.
Right on. I appreciate it.
But
Shout
I
out
promise
to
you,
Wayne, Cream,
I promise
Nash.
you, you'll never
Yeah.
get another
Family.
nightclub spot. And I'm promoting here. I'm promoting in Vegas. I'm promoting in Texas and Atlanta right now. I promise you, y'all never get another club. If I'm not in American Cream too,
Yeah,
I'm going to pull his shirt off and it's going to have a big ass H. Because I'm hating.
You hate
From
it.
coast to coast, I
You hate
swear to
it.
God.
Nah, you'll be in it. I promise you, we gonna need you. And then you're natural. You got this presence and all. You know, I'm already got the director in me, so I see.
That's why I was asking, you know, before you came back in, I was asking your director, you know, was it easy
We
to
might
work
even
with?
put you in your natural role.
Yeah,
which
your
is
natural
here.
role. You might
so,
even be
so
like
look,
that.
he'd be the dude because you know.
I spoke. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We can't give y'all.
Yeah,
you
we
know.
can't give you. I'm gonna tell you off. I'm
Have,
gonna tell you
have
off.
your people call my people and we get together
Right, I'm
over
gonna tell you off
brunch.
screen.
And, you know, we'll
On
make it
camera.
happen.
We definitely let
You
you
know,
know.
we'll stand
We
over in
gonna
the
need
hills
McGee,
of
too.
LA. Talk about
We're
it.
gonna need McGee.
Oh, off
for
the rip.
sure. So definitely appreciate y'all.
Bruh, to see you grow, no lie, from Jay dragging over some Chinese food
Right.
to now, and a lot of cats at first, you know, if they knew you, they knew about the kids situation.
Right.
If they didn't know you, a lot of cats didn't know you had kids.
Of course.
And just last year, you started really putting your kids on social media.
Yeah.
Your oldest,
Yeah. Star. Sharp kid.
that
My heart.
young man
Oh yeah, he do his thing.
he needs to be on a poster for
Right.
this is how you need to be in life, young man.
Right. Yeah, nah, shout out to Zoo. My oldest son about to graduate from Sac State. Dope dude, man. And then, you know, I got 2 other boys and a daughter.
And
so
what's killing about that is, not to cut you off,
that's all good.
but if you watch the story on Zoo,
Yeah.
your next is on the same line he's on.
Jason, yeah, Jason.
next
Same thing.
It's on the same line
right
that
after
one.
and then Ryan, my
Now,
daughter after
what's
that.
so cold about it is, you keep the daughter real top secret.
Right.
Like,
That's
if you see a picture of her online, you might
Yeah.
got 5 more minutes
Right.
to see that picture because it's
gonna probably
gone.
come down. Yeah, nah, I don't be trying to put the kids out there like that, but when I do put them out there like that, it's mainly
Stop playing
it's mainly
because I know Zoo was at the while like, bruh, stop filming me.
Right.
Because you had Zoo working.
Right. Well, see that point too is like, you know, with all the negative stuff going on in the city.
You kept him out of it.
Well, not just that. A way to keep him out of it was to kind of create an image with him, right? He already played sports, and I wanted people to know that's what he was about. You know what I mean? So I made sure that using my platform, because it's my son as well, we can work out. We inspiring different kids and different fathers, but at the same time, we was able to kind of help Zoo to continue to create that image.
Right.
That people looked at him. So we made sure they didn't look at him no other way. You know what I mean? And then you know, I kind of do the same thing with my next son, Jason.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it's probably the same thing with Brandon, the same thing with
Yeah.
Ryan. My daughter run track though. She the one. The 2 young ones, they the ones. Them older ones, them my guys. They suave. They real sexy.
Well, I done seen
You know?
him in the casual look when they hanging out with dad.
Sexy,
And
yeah.
dad got his new kicks on
Right,
and the jeans,
right,
and
right.
the sons is real
Right,
clean and sexy
right,
and flower. They shit.
right.
You ain't slick,
Right,
motherfucker.
yeah,
You
gotta
creating
do it.
monsters.
You gotta
so
do it
my
like
thing
that.
is now with Zoo.
Yeah.
Is it a personal competition with yourself to try to make the second one better than Zoo?
No, it is. And see, we got a whole understanding of a family where it's like the next is supposed to be better than the last. And we all help it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Zoo is a super amazing son where he like, Dad, you know, what can I do to help him? And like he came out, because I work him out. But Zoo, you know, he not working out right now. He finishing school. He done with basketball. So I'm working Jason now. Zoo is pulling up. Man, I want to work with you guys. I want to help. You know what I mean? I'm like, you need to help because I can't move like that no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
'cause that's gonna be my next question, man.
Yeah.
So we at the courts. Bueno's up there and he's showing off how he got his nice little cool touch.
Right.
You know, 15 feet out. He dropped back 20 feet
Oh, yeah,
out. He
he's
got his
out
little
there.
Golden State Warrior. We won't mention that
Right.
motherfucker's name.
Right.
He got his little touch. All of a sudden, we hear music in the background.
Right.
It's getting louder. All of a sudden, the lights go off, smoke and lasers. The door open, and Zeus steps out the car.
Right.
Dad, I'm ready to beat you.
Right.
Are you gonna take the challenge?
He beat me already. He passed. He passed. It's
That
already
needed to
done.
be on film.
already done,
That
yeah.
should have been a movie.
I have it on film.
Oh,
It just ain't getting posted. But he big, man. He's 6'3". I'm 6 feet. His arms, his forearms and his legs, and he elbowing me. His elbows is bigger, and this kid is and again he's finishing basketball now. Now it's Jason, and Jason is 10th grader. When school started, he'd be 10th grade. He's 6'2". So their grandfather is 6'6". Their mom's father is 6'6". So they got a bunch of his height, and hopefully my ability. You know what I mean? You mix that, they'll be all right. I just want them to get to college, get some degrees, stay out of trouble. Our neighborhood is tough.
okay. So now we're gonna talk future, and then we're gonna call this a wrap because it's too much. When
Right, yeah,
you're
we've been
folding
here
too
a
damn
while.
big. So we done made movies. We done made great music for the movies. In the past, we got great music. We got great connections. We got great legends that look at you and respect you as one of these legends also. With all this going on, if it could open a door to anything, anywhere, what door would you like it to open to?
Honestly, I really just want to do big academies for kids and sports and education and history and learning and nutrition, things like that. We'll be here for a whole nother segment
Yeah.
talking about that, but
And-
that's already one of my plans.
Well, one of my plans is make sure you come back and we talk about that.
Oh yeah, we most
So,
definitely
we talking about bringing up our young future and help them and give them the guidance where, of course, you had that, but there's a lot of cats who don't
will.
have that,
They don't get that.
and they don't get that. So you raising up the stock.
Most definitely, me and D Stone, that stuff we talk about. Like his son is my nephew, and my son is his nephew.
Now, is your son in the movie?
Yeah, you play.
See, everybody got a word in the
Yeah,
movie.
in the movie.
I bet you he got an invite.
Of course, that's
I'm
definitely.
a little
But
sensitive, but-
Now we talk about that all the time, and that's one of the things we try to set an example. Raising our kids and helping with the other kids, as well as set an example with ourselves and how we carry ourselves.
Message. Any fool can make a kid.
Any fool.
It takes a real man to raise
A
their child.
Yeah.
Now, brothers, partners, from La Raza all the way to opium,
Right.
you gotta raise them right.
Take care. And this is another thing. Let me just say this.
Please do.
It ain't easy, but it's fun in the motherfucker.
Right.
It's fun. And the kids know it ain't easy. So they ain't expecting you to be perfect.
Kids these
They
days,
just want you to be there.
These days, kids ain't kids.
I mean-
these are some of the smartest motherfuckers on the planet.
Right,
Yeah.
but see, kids always been the smartest, and that's another thing. The perpetuation has always been, oh, they don't know. I mean, that's them certain type of structures and systems that cloud you and confuse you. Man, some cultures ain't never not thought kids didn't know.
Man, these kids these days,
But I understand.
light years.
I understand. That's the information age. But they light years ahead, but still yet so far behind.
because we were ahead of our parents, even though we was kind of still Stone Age, but we
Yeah.
were still ahead. But we had to either listen to the parents to get that edge, because they had the cliff notes to life.
Of
They had the
course.
cheat codes,
They got
and
the
we had to
cheat code.
choose whether are we going to do the cheat code.
You gonna
or
take it or
I'm
you
gonna
gonna learn the hard
learn
way?
this shit my
Yeah.
way. I think I could do it better, and
Yeah.
more than likely we did it the wrong way because we was hard headed.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Every nigga around, dude told me the other day. He said, "Man, we fucked up the neighborhood." One rap nigga, because rap niggas don't really know my background like that. You know what I mean? Hey, nigga, all the shit we did in the neighborhood, nigga, I didn't do all that. You feel me?
So
Now,
what,
I
nigga, I
hustled.
ain't French, so where is this weed shit coming from?
I'll be real. I hustled and I sold. I did a lot of stuff that I wasn't supposed to do. I broke
we all
windows,
did
punched
that.
niggas in the face,
Yeah.
sold drugs, whatever. But I wasn't a nigga who consistently was adding to the degradation of my neighborhood. I wasn't trying to kill off shit.
You,
know, I was
you didn't
actually
use
trying to
jail
be-
as a summer camp.
Man, come on. I couldn't because I needed to go to the summer camp.
Hey, I couldn't use it as summer camp because when I got out, mom and dad was waiting.
Yeah,
And
man.
I'm from the South. Oh, they whoop you
They was
with
gonna
everything.
beat you, yeah.
It was a
Same
beat that
here.
it wasn't a spanking or go stand in the corner and give me yourself. No, I'm gonna whoop that ass.
Ass whooping.
And the last thing you wanted to do was have dad come home
And say, go pick the switch off the tree. And come back with a little switch.
and then
Playing.
then that one day you smelling yourself. I ain't taking no more ass whoopings. Oh, so you a grown ass
Right,
man.
right.
Let's go outside and settle this like men.
Right.
That was some of the worst beatings
Yeah,
I got.
but those are the things that kids is missing, and then the neighbor across the street can do the same thing, and the one next door,
Right.
and your cousin when you go over their house, your auntie will beat
Right.
your motherfucking
Right.
ass. You get to playing over
Right.
there,
It was
and your
collective.
mama can't say nothing nowadays. The mama talking about you touch my kid, yeah, the nigga was wrong. I'm gonna beat his little ass again. Now guess what? Now the mamas is tripping. And one of them is really wrong than a motherfucker because her little son needed his ass beat.
And then they got the
Twice.
CPS stuff. So
And the cool thing is, I got a friend in CPS, and she tell me that everybody in CPS whooped that kid's ass.
I
You,
bet you.
you old ass double-sided
They know the
jersey.
system. I'm gonna tell you, you know how many times I whip my kids? Never. I get at my kids on some, guess what? We gonna prevent everything. I'm gonna talk to you about this shit before you go through it. And when you go through it, you allowed to make mistakes and shit. It's gonna be okay. Just don't keep doing this shit
You
over and
couldn't-
over again.
That was the main thing, my day. You gonna make this mistake. You gonna have to learn on your own, son.
Mm-hmm.
The second time, okay,
That was
you
on
knew
you.
better.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have done that. You gotta face the heat. On that third one, wasn't no talking.
Right, you getting your ass beat.
You was just
3
whooped.
strikes, you out, brother.
So
American Cream movie and soundtrack available now.
check it out.
Y'all go check it out. Hit me at
if you
YouTube.
can't find the movie,
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you where it's at.
give them, please give me your
Go
social
to,
media.
go
and all
to
that.
Vimeo right now and on demand and type in Bueno American Cream and the movie gonna pop up. You can rent it or you can buy it. You can go to Bueno.
Buy it.
Bueno, you can go to youtube.com/Bueno and the number's 916 and check out all my footage, all my videos and stuff. I got a new single, Real Meta View, featuring JDK, produced by Bub. Shouts out to everybody. And also, you can go to Instagram, The Real Bueno, TheRealBueno. Holla at your partner. Thank you to D Stone for his tremendous work directing, writing the film with me. Thank you to my super partner Shadow for supporting Sacramento hip hop. Hip hop is a culture. Black men setting an example. Just being a good friend. And then also inspiring other kids. You got 100 dudes that do what he do, and he been doing it 15 years, and they doing it now because people see a lane. You know, so you inspiring people, you creating stuff. So I want to shout out Shadow because we need more dudes like you. I wish it was the whole. First time I always tell Shadow, first time I heard about this nigga, I'm driving
Here we go.
and I hear the radio say, anybody who wants the Sacramento hunk of the year, the most sexiest guy to come to your job. This nigga was a big ass personality on the radio, but the nigga was also using his personality to go from corporation to corporation and walk in these big buildings full of white women with this big old tall black ass nigga. He was young at the time, so the nigga's buff, in shape, always in 24-hour fitness. The nigga that you heard him on the radio every day, like Big Boy from LA. So you thought the nigga was a millionaire times a billion. Then when you see the nigga, the nigga got on sexy shit, or he got on suits and shit. I ain't never not seen this nigga with a haircut, even during the COVID. I've never ever. This nigga still. I don't got my hair. This nigga still got his, and he always got it lined up. So this nigga, I'm listening, and they live saying, "Oh, he showed up today to one of these big old corporations." The ladies is going crazy. He walk in with a rose for one lady and tell her, yeah, you know, you're the winner.
Hear my voice.
You're the winner. I was saying, who is this black ass
The
nigga
black
getting all the
short.
bitches?
Yes, the black short.
Man, this nigga's cold. That nigga is the first nigga who ever corporately was pimping, other than Hugh Hefner. I promise you, this nigga was black walking in corporations, just giving roses, talking about you the winner, and you're the winner. It's 100 women going crazy for this black nigga.
You're the winner.
So yeah, shouts out to my brother Shadow because he been doing it. He been doing it a long time.
Wow.
Shouts out
He
to
been doing it a
Shadow.
long time.
Appreciate you, brother.
And
On
see,
that note,
I like to make him laugh.
I ain't laughed like this.
I like to make you get him a little
I'm
embarrassed
tearing
like
up here.
that.
I ain't laughed like this, and I know weeks.
That shit funny.
I've had great losses during this COVID thing.
Man,
Losses that I will never ever.
man.
It can't even be spoken on.
So
But
he trying to laugh.
for me to sit up now and have this laugh, I really, really do appreciate it.
You my God.
But you cold piece for that though, bro. Cold piece for that.
You busted up.
This
He
thing got
think
me in
about that.
tears over here.
And that's
You're the
all
winner.
on tape. You gonna get to see that back.
Rose for the lady.
Okay, Mr. D Stone, Director Supreme.
Supreme.
Please give out your social media so people can get in contact
yeah.
with you if they have great ideas. Don't come up this man with no bullshit ass
Nah.
idea. He
He
already
don't
told
got
you he ain't got no time for that.
That's
Please
right.
give
It's,
it to him.
DeMar Calloway Stone on Facebook and D Calloway on Instagram on IG. So you can reach me there. I'm pretty much on. I'm trolling up and down my own page every day. So I mean, you know, me and Bwayne, we at it. We trying to constantly promote the film and constantly keep it running on stories and stuff like that. So we're just doing our job, man. You know, this independent thing.
Best way to go. Ladies and gentlemen, worldwide. This has been the Spotlight on hype-radio.com. I want to say thank you to my guest, Mr. D Stone, and especially Mr. Bueno,
Thank you.
just extraordinary man,
Thank you.
period.
I
The
appreciate
history is so great. I'm so honored to be able to call you a friend, brother.
Most definitely.
Appreciate it.
And we
But
definitely are that.
this is hype-radio.com. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure, because we got a couple cameras going here, make sure if you're not on Hype Radio, please go to, let me make this clear, Hype Radio is real. At Hype Radio is real. Join, follow. We got some things coming up. We got some different interviews. We got some contests. We got some shit coming. You need to be a part of this. If you need some promotion, Shadow_promotions. I am going to take care of you. My resume is strong. Make sure you go to the little social medias and get American Cream. Don't burn it. If you find out who got the copy of it and they give it, tell on their ass.
burn it, put it on DVD, and show it at the
Share
next
it.
cookout. Show it at the first COVID.
Don't burn shit. Buy.
The
Get your
COVID
own
release
copy.
party.
Because if you have your copy and you out, Bueno gonna stop and sign it,
Yes, I will.
and it's gonna be worth millions.
Yes,
On the spot.
yes,
So-
it will.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's been a real honor to see these people wave at me. I couldn't wave. I was dealing with the phone earlier, but I
Shouts
really
out
do
to
appreciate
everybody.
the support. This is Hype Radio. This is Spotlight. I'm your man Shadow. We up out of here. See y'all.
Peace.
Solid.
That was nice.
Shadow, I sent you the link from YouTube up for this.
Y'all hella raw. And I wanted to
What?
tell you that link you sent the other day, you hella raw.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I don't know nothing about none of that